What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we got something a little different, something that I normally or have never done in a video. We're going to talk about what Dusk Motorsports is, how I started it, and where it's going. So I started Dusk Motorsports back in actually 2014. 2014 is when I first came up with the idea. Now 2015 is when we actually made it into like a company name and like actually did stuff like that. Now the reason I made Dusk Motorsports is because no one would sponsor me in my Mustang. I sent out thousands of emails. I kid you not. Every single day, I made it a point to like send out at least 5 emails every single day to try to get a sponsorship. Got 1,000 no's. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I don't need them. I'm gonna make my own stuff. So I came up with some basic shirt designs, and then also got my friends involved, like Tyler, Kevin, Connor, and Brett. They're all the OGs. They've been around since like day one of this. At that time, I was working at a dealership selling cars, so I was always around cars, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own stuff, and so I began to start making shirts. After making the shirts and stuff like that, I was like, well, how am I gonna get this brand, like, do people buy stuff? And like, you know, I was just starting from scratch. I'm like, there's got to be other ways. So I started on Twitter. I suck at Twitter. I don't have a Twitter personally, and I couldn't get any followers on Twitter. No matter what I did, it just wasn't growing how I wanted. And I was like, well, you know what? Most of the time, like cars and videos and all that kind of stuff would be like Instagram. You know, you can post, you can repost, and get the word out. So I opened the Instagram. Almost a year later actually I think it was in 2015, maybe even 2016, I opened the Instagram. And the Instagram, since then, we've gained 17,000 followers, which is huge. I never thought it would even get that big. I was thinking maybe like, I remember getting 1,000 followers, like, yeah, I got 1,000 followers, what's up? What's up? I got 1,000. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't like that, but it was, it was kind of cool. I got 1,000 followers, and now I'm up to 17,000. I'm like, what the heck? And I've always wanted, like, I always dreamed about doing my own car show. This is where the car meets. If you are local to the Bay Area, you might have been to some of my car meets. I used to do them every single month, and I had the dream of doing my own car show. The original name of my car shows were going to be Spectrum Car Shows, because we'd have a spectrum of cars, which is kind of cool name, I guess you can say. But it's kind of surreal because my dreams of Dusk Motorsports are starting to roll out a little bit. Now, I've never said this before, but starting June 1st, we're going to have our own aftermarket parts store opening up, which is huge. That was one of my biggest dreams, is having my own storefront. Right now, I'm not saying I'm going to have a storefront by June 1st. Right now, it's just going to be online, but we have the intentions of opening a shop, a aftermarket parts store in the East Bay over here near San Francisco, California. And around this area, there's not really much of that. Everything's pretty much online, other than if you go down south, like to LA. There's tons of stores there. But also, like I was saying before, car show. I've always dreamed of having my own car show. It's more or less just getting the whole car community around. It's super fun to do. And I love doing the car meets. I pretty much do that all by myself, putting these car meets out there. The first one I got literally had like 10 people there. And I was like, you know what? You guys are going to be the first ones. You guys are going to be the OGs. And you know who you are. If you watch my videos, you guys know exactly who you are. And since then, we've had up to 200 cars at a car meet. Now, July 14th of this year, over at the Antioch Mall, also known as the Town Center, Summersville Town Center, we're having a full-blown car show called Import versus Muscle. Now, we have 4 main vendors: Premium Auto Styling, Rev Automotive, Schaefer's Oil, and us, Dusk Motorsports, are all going to be basically hosting this event. Now, that's crazy because I've never thought I would get to this point, but I literally flew down to LA last week. As you guys will see in the next coming weeks, the vlogs for that. And I met up with all the guys. Now, first things first, I want to thank Rev Automotive. They were one of my first actual sponsors. Like, yeah, we'll sponsor you. We'll send you some stuff. Here's a coupon code for your followers and stuff. I was like, yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, because I always want to give back to you guys, because you guys are the only reason why this is still going on as it's going and getting bigger. I just want to say thank you, Rev Automotive, and Bill over at Rev Automotive. I'll put all their stuff down below. He's starting to get into a little more of a video. This camera's very heavy. I don't know if you guys can tell. Okay, sorry, I had to take a break. It was getting too heavy. So, like I said, July 14th, car show. Thank you, Bill at Rev Automotive. Also, he made connections with Ben from Schaefer's Oil and Daniel from Premium Auto Styling. My bad. If you guys don't know them, I'll definitely link all their stuff down below. Premium does like all the vinyl wraps and stuff like that, along with a bunch of merchandise that they do sell online, which looks sick. They're one of the best vinyl like teams that I've ever seen in my life. The stuff that they create is just absolutely amazing. But and then Bill over at Rev Automotive is literally like revamping how you can clean your car. He's got some of the coolest. Now, when I say technology, he's got like little technology inside his formulas for like the Nano or the Neo Armor. You know, it's hydrophobic. It's not that expensive. I'll link all that stuff down below. But back to like the car show, and it's just surreal, man. I mean, the people that I've met and the people that I hope to meet in the future. This car show, we're supposed to have like a full blown like parking lot. That's like, I think we counted 600 spots. All those tickets are actually on sale right now. We're going to have some VIPs. VIP is going to get special stuff, maybe like a shirt and stuff. We haven't really released that information out yet. But it is a little more, but it's definitely going to be worth it. You guys are going to park separately, so don't worry about that. But those tickets are on sale. Also link that down below. But Dusk Motorsports, I mean, is just growing more than I thought it ever would. The guys, my little team that I have, I mean, I can't thank you guys more. Brett, Tyler, even Kevin. Kevin always gives me like the outside suggestions, which is kind of nice because he's not a full-blown car guy, but he likes cars, which is good to have someone in your group like that. Michael, we call him Wiz. He actually takes care of Dusk Gaming, and then also as a car enthusiast and supporter of us, I thank you very, very much. But it's honestly, my dreams are coming true, and I thank you guys all. Anybody that follows me, anybody that subscribed to me on YouTube, I just can't get over, like, it's expanding. I'm not saying that I'm big or anything yet. I think we're up to only 60 subscribers on YouTube, but I've always had the dream to have like my own YouTube where I like post content on there and stuff like that, and that's starting to unfold. You can actually look up like videos from a long time ago. I mean, a long time ago, when I was in like middle school or like high school. If you can find those on YouTube, I will give you guys a shout out. Whoever can find them on YouTube, I'll give you a shout out, because those are some old videos. I've always been into video editing. I use Adobe Premiere, and before this I was using my mom's camera. I didn't even have a camera yet when I first started making videos and stuff. If you look at the progression since the beginning of this YouTube channel, the Dusk Motorsports, until now, the video quality has gone up so much because I watch YouTubers almost every single night. I'm watching like Crispy or someone, even like Adam LZ. He does most of like the vlogging, and now he's doing like all the drifting and all that kind of stuff too. But I mimic my channel after them because their channels are successful and I love their content. TJ Hunt, all those guys, I watch them all. But my channel is going to keep on going, guys, and it's just going to get bigger. Now, as you know, let's switch it up to cars real quick. I just picked up a Miata. That Miata is going to be a drift Miata, and right now we're just figuring some stuff out. There's a slight oil leak, as you saw in like the other videos. The valve cover gasket didn't fix it, so I'm thinking it's the oil pan gasket or oil pan. Something down there is like leaking oil. So that's the next step, is to get that stuff fixed, and then we're gonna take it to the track because I don't want to leak oil all over the track and stuff like that. That's not cool. And it's going to get some other upgrades as well, like maybe body kit and things like that. But Dusk Motorsports isn't going to plateau. We're going to keep going and going. Right now, we have some amazing vendors for our drop that's coming out June 1st. We're having a whole aftermarket parts store online. It's going to be duskmotorsports.com. You'll see the shop, and you'll see, actually, it's going to say mod shop. And that's going to be where you can find all of our aftermarket upgrades and stuff like that. Now, saying that, we have BC Racing Coilovers, Extreme Dimensions, and a couple other companies that literally going to make this so much better. And we're still going to gain more and more vendors. If you want to see like a vendor on our website, go ahead and comment that below. Definitely read all my comments and try to respond to as many as I can. We had one video called the O2 housing install that I'm still getting comments on and more views, which is fantastic. Thank you for watching that. And I'm pretty sure I fit every single person's like comment, like replying back to them, even if it's a short little reply. I read everything, guys. I see everything. Instagram, even Facebook. If you're from the Bay Area, by the way, a little side note, look up Import versus Muscle on Facebook and you'll find the like event. Go and see if you're interested in going. Make sure you hit that, or if you're gonna go, hit the going, so we can kind of see how many people are gonna come. Right now I think we're already up to like 200, and I just posted it a few weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But going back to the mod shop, we have some amazing vendors. ATP turbos, so we're gonna have turbo kits. We're working on getting a intercooler, and we're gonna make it easy for you guys. We're gonna make like kits and stuff. Like, I know not everyone, when you first buy a car, you're already like, oh, I know I need this, this, and this, and this to get a whole turbo kit in my car. No one knows that in the beginning. You have to do your research on it. Well, we want to make it easy for you guys. We're gonna make bundles and stuff like that, and or you can buy it independently. You don't have to buy it in the bundle, but we're gonna have kits for you guys that way. And it's not just gonna be all one brand. It's gonna be separate brands to make your car. Like, we're gonna call it like the powerhouse kit or the suspension kit. That's gonna be all by BC Racing coilovers. But we're gonna make it easy for you guys, not hard. I'm literally building this website as we speak. We're gonna be carrying parts for Hyundai, Nissan, Infiniti, Subaru, possibly Ford, and maybe Mazda. So those two are probably gonna be a little later. Like I said, I'm building this whole entire website by myself right now, so it's a little rough for me getting all these parts in. There's tons of parts. We're gonna have body kits, carbon fiber parts, wings, turbos, full-blown suspension, coilovers. Next thing I want to get is some springs, because not everyone wants coilovers, but if they do, BC's like one of the best. If you don't know what BC Racing coilovers, look at half the FD cars. Most of their suspensions are BC Racing, which is fantastic. But it's just crazy, man. It is honestly just crazy. I hope you guys like this. Just talking to the camera. I'm trying to edit like some of it, but not a lot of it. It's just, honestly, it's just all my dreams come true all at once. The next thing I want to do is grow this YouTube as big as I can. It would be my honest dream to have this as my like full-time job. If you know me personally, you know I don't do this full-time. It's a part-time. I would love to do it full-time, but you know, I'm just building it. You gotta start out a foundation to keep on going up and up and up. You can't build a bridge overnight. It takes weeks and days to get it across the water. So that's where we're at right now. We're building. June 1st, that is going to be the biggest milestone that I've ever had. And then July 14th, having that car show is just blowing my mind. That I have not only just me hosting this, but like Rev Automotive, Premium, and Schaefer's Oil. It's just crazy. I mean, like, those are 3 companies that are like big. Everybody is starting to know Rev. Rev is like blowing the industry like up. Premium, everyone knows Premium. If you watch TJ Hunt, he raps. They wrap all of his cars. Or Dustin Williams, they wrap that Evo he has. Most of those cool raps that you're seeing on YouTube are done by Premium. It's crazy. And then Schaefer's Oil, Ben over at Schaefer's Oil, which I'll link his Instagram down below, is awesome, man. I mean, like, their products is like racing inspired, and their lubricants and everything. You can even see a difference in the cool down of like a transmission with their transmission fluid, or even their oil. I mean, like, their stuff works, I'm telling you. A lot of companies use it. And just remember, guys, if you're like starting out and you're getting into the car community and whatnot, you're looking for sponsors and stuff like that, you're gonna get 1,000 no's. Like, straight up. You will get no more than yes, like, ever. It's gonna take a long time for you to finally get a sponsor and stuff like that. I want to make sure all my products are readily available for you guys. And eventually we're going to want to do sponsorships and things like that as well. But we're still growing the foundation. So we're not big enough yet to do like full-blown sponsorships. But it's getting there. It's getting to that point. But just don't give up. That's the main thing. Like, I know you've heard it your whole life. Don't give up. No one wants a person that gives up or things like that. It's true though. You got to grind. You really got to grind hard, and you got to basically, if you work a full-time job, you got to go home and you're still working. You have to. If you want to grow it and you want to expand and do anything, you just got to stay on that grind, especially in the car community. It's all about networking. One person can lead you to the next person can lead you to that, all the way down. It's just how the car community works. And I want to keep my store and also this car show something that is just readily available for you guys. Like, if you guys like, I need this part, you can shoot me a DM and I'll try to get it to you, or try to figure out a way to get it or reference you somewhere. I want to help. It's not necessarily you buying parts from me and I'm just going to be one of those big parts stores. No. I'm going to have each of my guys, like Tyler knows all about Infinitis and Nissans. Brett knows all about like Scion and somewhat Subaru as well. I'm going to have these guys literally always on the Instagram. Like, if you DM me a question about whatever, or on YouTube, they're going to be able to answer it pretty thoughtfully. And if they don't know it, they're going to reference you to somewhere else that you will figure out the answer. I'm not going to be like one of those big companies where you got to, email, or you can email me too, but only email. Email me this and we'll get back to you the next 3 to 5 days. No. I don't care how big I get. I will hire people to make sure you guys are always taken care of. I know that's something that most companies can't keep up with, but that's what I want my foundation to be growing on. And if you guys are like, you guys should start carrying this part, well, I'll look into maybe carrying that part or that company or that whatever. That's because I know how it is. I've started from the bottom of getting I've been working since I was like 15, so I know how it is on the bottom, and I'm not at the top by any means yet. Not even close. Nothing's even close. Instagram's only 17,000 followers. There's people with 252,000 followers, or almost 1 million followers. There's people with millions of subscribers on YouTube. I'm a little ant in a big world. So I'm making this video here just because there's a lot of stuff coming up for me, and it's just kind of cool to share my experience with you guys, because you don't always get to see this, you don't get to see a company, or if you're just tuning into me, this is a good video for you to see first, because this is how I started with the dream, and now my dreams are starting to roll out, and there's no end to it. There's no end to it. I don't care how big I get, there's always going to be bigger. You just got to keep grinding. That's what it all comes down to. In the parts store, like I said, it's June 1st. I'm building the entire website. I don't know if you guys seen, like, lately, the website used to have like a Mustang in the background. Now it's like a whole new modern look to it. That was the first step that I had. I'll post that video actually like right here of the ad where I linked up with 0 to 60. And believe me, Joey, if you watch my videos, I'm just waiting for my parts store to launch so I can launch all of our products all at once, because I can't just update what I have on there now. I have to publish the entire thing. Believe me, I haven't given up on you. It's awesome. We can do vectors. We're going to be selling parts. I want to get exhaust. I want to get I already have suspension, but turbos, intercoolers, pretty much everything. I want to get NRG on board. I don't know if anybody ever sees this from NRG. I want you as a vendor, because you guys make some awesome stuff. I want to get some wheel companies involved as well. But the store is going to be just unlimitless growing opportunity. There's going to be so much stuff, and I'm all going to center it around people that mod their cars. It's not going to be like repair parts and stuff like that, but it's going to be centered around the car community. And honestly, it's going to be centered around the car community in Bay Area. Not that I said I'm not going to sell to anyone else, but the car community out here in the San Francisco area, Bay Area, is very, very rich. And I also got immersed into like the LA car scene. I swear to you not, when I was down there, I was only down there for 2 days. I saw more cool cars than I've ever seen in my life in the 2 days. We're sitting out in front of Buffalo Wild Wings. You know, a BMW, nice like 7 Series BMW pulls out and a Lambo whips in. We're like, what? But it's stuff like that I get to see how the LA community is and compared to the Bay Area, two of the most like influential like car community places. There's so much culture here. I think that's the word I'm looking for, is culture. The only other place I haven't gone to is like Florida or back east. I know that's like huge over there too, and there's some big shows. But it's just pretty cool. I mean, we're coming out with new shirt designs. That's going to be dropping in June. Let me just sum this up for you here, guys, because I don't want this video to be too long and you guys get bored of just hearing me talk. All right, so July 14th, car show. June 1st, part stores dropping. The mod shop, we call it. And new shirt launch. And if you're from the Bay Area or you're not even from the Bay Area, and you want to meet some cool people, you got to come out to this car show on July 14th. We're expecting, I'm telling you, it's going to be a full parking lot. I think we had like 600 spots. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the coolest car shows that come to the East Bay, the Northern California area, because we're going to have muscle cars versus import cars. And that's any domestic car, that's muscle, or maybe not even like domestic. I mean, you can have like a GTO that's from, I guess, Australia. Wouldn't it be? Well, I guess it's Pontiac still. But regardless, import versus muscle, we're going to have both kind of styles there. And there's going to be a bunch of awards and trophies and all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to let you guys know that Dusk Motorsports literally has just been a photography, cinematography, and apparel or clothing company since 2015. And I always get the question, well, what's Dusk Motorsports? Photography, cinematography, and clothing. We have our own shirt line and stuff like that. Oh, okay. But I don't think people really understand, like, we're adding event hosting to it. We're adding a part store to it. People always expect it to just happen overnight, that, oh, I'm this, but it doesn't happen like that. So now that we're getting into all this, into the mod shop, I love performance in cars. I love like figuring out ways to get more horsepower in a car, or making the car look cooler, or getting a certain look, or tucking the wheels, or bag systems, or it's just all something I like to do. And personally, I love doing all this, making videos, doing the Instagram, and it's fun. It really is. And I don't want this to be Dusk Motorsports. Obviously, I want it to become a full-blown company with a parts store, but I want it to be fun. I don't want anybody, like any of my buddies or any of the guys that like are in our little group, to be like, wow, I got to go to work, I got to go do this. No, it's all going to be fun. Dusk Motorsports, fun. 2 words I want it to be together. Now, sometimes you do got to get in a little crunch mode and you got to get stuff done, but it's all fun and games, guys. We do this seriously. Obviously, we like doing YouTube videos, but we're having fun doing it. And that's the main focus that we have here. Well, I think that's enough of me talking, guys. If you have any more questions, or you want to see any more vendors in our store, go ahead and comment that below. We'll reach out to them, or reach out to your company if you're a vendor. Thanks again, guys. And hopefully this was a good insight for you guys on how Dusk Motorsports kind of started from a dream. And the dreams are starting to unravel a little bit. Or they're happening. I shouldn't say unravel, because they're still there. But thanks again, guys. Please like and subscribe. There's going to be some cool vlogs of LA coming out soon. And also some kind of like a little, like, what do they call those? Like small video clips of a GTR and a really, really nice BMW. And I didn't have my stabilizer, but you'll see that later on. Peace out, guys. Have a good night or a good day wherever you're at. And see you later.